Real Madrid win the 2024 UEFA Champions League final, and this proves it's black magic and it's all coded. The goal scorers were number 2 Carvajal and number 7 Vinny Jr., and I'll tell you why later in this video, so please like and share this video. It's the most clear one that I've ever done. The 2024 UEFA Champions League final was the final match of the 2023-24 UEFA Champions League, the 69th season of Europe's Premier Football Club Tournament organised by UEFA, and the 32nd since it was renamed from the European Champions Clubs Cup to the UEFA Champions League. It was held at Wembley Stadium in London, England, on June the 1st, 2024, between German club Borussia Dortmund and Spanish club Real Madrid. Due to the postponement and relocation of the 2020 final, the final hosts was shifted back a year, with London instead hosting the 2024 final. Real Madrid won the match 2-0 like 20 for a record extending 15th title and their 6th in 11 years. As winners, they earned the right to play against the winners of the 2023-24 UEFA Europa League Atalanta and the 2024 UEFA Super Cup, which by the way is going to be in Warsaw, Poland, and to compete in the inaugural edition of the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. Now, I'm about to prove without a shadow of a doubt that the 2024 UEFA Champions League final was all coded. So Real Madrid, the kings of Europe, were crowned champions of Europe for a 15th time at Wembley with second half goals from Dani Carvajal and Vinicius Jr. after seeing off a brave Borussia Dortmund in a 2-0 victory. The German side hit the post and created 2 more big chances in the first half as they threatened a big upset, but Real have a unique relationship with this competition, and with an improved display after the interval, finally came to life. That's another way of saying black magic, guys. Okay, Real Madrid was shocking in the first half. And then, Ancelotti gives them this inspired speech, and they come out and be top class again. So, Real Madrid won the game 2-0. The opening goal was by Dani Carvajal after 74 minutes, which is interesting, guys, because King Charles III was coronated at age 74, and then Vinny Jr. made it 2-0 to seal the deal. Look at Madrid's logo, guys. Look at the crown. The kings of Europe. All right? Just win another European Cup. This time they do it in London, where the British royal family reside. I am going to blow your mind here, so I hope you enjoy this and please share. The 2024 Champions League final took place in London 20 months and 24 days after Queen Elizabeth II died, who resided in London in Buckingham Palace. So the Queen died 9/8/2022, and the Champions League final this year was played 6/1/2024. So Real Madrid won the 2024 Champions League final 20 months and 24 days after Queen Elizabeth II died, and they won it in London, where the Queen resided. Now, this was the 69th European Cup final, and it was played in London. I said before the season began, this whole Champions League this season was connected to the Queen, and it was. Now, in Gematria, Queen Elizabeth equals 69, and she was coronated a span of exactly 69 weeks after she became the Queen. She became the Queen on February the 6th, 1952, and she was coronated on June the 2nd, 1953. So she was coronated a span of exactly 69 weeks after she became the Queen. Now notice she was coronated in 1953 on 6/2 and 1953 is the 62nd triangular number. Now let me show you England's first game at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Let's see what score it was, shall we? And shall we see who scored the opening goal for England? England 6, Iran 2. Opening goal by Jude Bellingham. Real Madrid and England's Jude Bellingham. Okay, I've told you that Iran connect to the book of Ezekiel, which is basically Armageddon. The last great war preceding the second coming of Christ. But look, guys, 6-2. And the World Cup was in 2022, shortly after Queen Elizabeth II died. So the 2023-24 Champions League began on 1909, exactly 1 year after the Queen's funeral. Now, after winning the 2023-24 UEFA Champions League in London, Real Madrid are now 15-3 all-time in major European Cup finals. Well, they achieved that record, guys. They achieved that record on the 153rd day of the year. Real Madrid are now 15-3 in European Cup finals, won 15, lost 3, and they achieved that record on the 153rd day of the year. How do you like them apples? Queen Elizabeth II, she was coronated in 1953 on the 153rd day of the year. Queen Elizabeth, guys, coronated 6/2, 1953 on the 153rd day of the year. Are you seeing this, guys? She was coronated exactly 69 weeks after she became the Queen. And Real Madrid just won the 69th edition of the European Cup on the 153rd day of the year. To become 15-3 all time in major European Cup finals. I'm just getting started, guys. Now, I knew this game connected to Super Bowl 58. It's funny that 5'8" Carvajal opened the scoring from a corner. Just ridiculous. All right, I saw the goal. And Patrick Mahomes, he won Super Bowl 58. Shall we look at his playoff record right now? Patrick Mahomes has a record of 15-3 in the playoffs in his career. Of course he does. Because it's all connected. I've shown you better than anyone in the world that it's all connected. 153 is really, really, really significant with the Bible. If you count every time Jesus encounters somebody and heals them or blesses them, that equals 153 times across the 4 Gospels. When they were fishing and had not caught anything, then after that, Jesus tells them to cast their net. We know in football, guys, you score into a net. And they catch 153 fishes. There are exactly 153 classifications or types of species of fish. So every type of human being that exists, Jesus' net is wide enough to catch them all. Well, the goal wasn't wide enough for Dortmund today, guys, when they hit the inside of the post, number 14, which showed me anyway that Real Madrid were coming off 14 major European Cup wins, so it would be 15. Now, 153 is the 17th triangular number. Euro 2024 takes place in Germany. It's all connected to war, guys. You want to get on my website to see my codes for this. And it's going to be the 17th edition of the European Championship. And it's going to be the 17th edition of the European Championships. And it begins on Donald Trump's 78th birthday. And I believe that he will become the 47th US president. Jude Bellingham was born exactly 17 years after Argentina and Diego Maradona won the 1986 World Cup final versus Germany. Alright, because Jude Bellingham was born the 29th of June, 2003. And Diego Maradona and Argentina won the 1986 World Cup final versus Germany on the 29th of June, 1986. The year I was born, guys. Now, Real Madrid, they won the 2022 UEFA Champions League final in Paris, 1-0 versus Liverpool. And they did this due to a 59th minute winning goal by Vinny Jr. Okay? 59th minute winner. It's interesting that Argentina's World Cup campaign began on the 59-year anniversary of JFK's assassination. But Dortmund just picked up their 59th all-time UEFA Champions League loss after losing the 2023-24 Champions League final to Real Madrid, where Vinny scored in that game. Ancelotti was born in 59. Now 59, guys, is the 17th prime number. Real Madrid began the 2023-24 Champions League campaign with 17 all-time major European Cup final appearances. This year, the US will announce its 47th US president. All right, guys, let me show you just how connected this final was to Super Bowl 58. So this year, the US will announce its 47th US president. Super Bowl 58, guys, it was played on 2/11. Okay? 211 is the 47th prime number. The game finished 22-25. 22 plus 25, that equals 47. Now, the Chiefs won Super Bowl 58 exactly 47 months after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. And Donald Trump, guys, he is the chief in commander behind Operation Warp Speed, which was about rushing out the vaccines. Look how 47 months, guys, is 3 years and 11 months. And COVID was declared a global pandemic on 3/11. All right? See it? And the Chiefs won Super Bowl 58 exactly 47 weeks after their coach Andy Reid's birthday. Literally the year that the US is going to vote in its 47th US president. King Charles III was born with 47 days left in the year because his birthday is November the 14th. He was born the same year Israel declared its independence, and he's the king whilst Israel is at war with Hamas. That's highly convenient, isn't it? Especially the fact that Israel was attacked by Hamas exactly 911 days after Prince Philip died. Remember, Man City won the treble last year on Prince Philip's 102nd birthday. Real Madrid's Champions League campaign this year, that began with 102 days left in the year. 9/11 lasted 102 minutes. And look at the sponsor of Real Madrid, Emirates Fly Better. Interesting. Interesting. See how they're sponsored by Adidas as well, the three stripes. Adidas was founded in Bavaria, where the Illuminati were founded. I'll get to that shortly. Now, 47 is the 15th prime number. I told you Mahomes now has 15 playoff wins, and he wears number 15. Okay, Real Madrid just got their 15th major European trophy. Why do you think number 15, Jokic, has been dominating the last few years? The Serbian, and it was a Serbian, guys, who shot dead Franz Ferdinand, which triggered World War I. In gematria, war equals 15. All right? And the 2024 Champions League final was played in London, and English teams have won the Champions League on 15 occasions. Jude Bellingham plays for England, and the 2024 Champions League final took place 15 days before England's opening game at Euro 2024, which they will play on Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp's birthday. 616, by the way, the alternate number of the beast. The 2023-24 Champions League final was played on 15 date numerology. 6 plus 1 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 15. Now, the upcoming NBA finals, which by the way begins on 6/6, and Real Madrid were founded on the 66th day of the year. But it's going to be the first seed Boston Celtics versus the 5th seed Dallas Mavericks. So you see that, another 15. Another 15. Now, Club America are known as Mexico's Real Madrid, and they just won their 15th league title 6 days before Madrid won their 15th major European Cup final. See that 15-6? 9/11, the 156 prime. All connected, guys. Club America won that championship with a 78th minute winning goal. And Euro 2024 begins on Donald Trump's 78th birthday. Now, guys, 15 connects to 5 because 15 is the 5th triangular number. All right? Carlo Ancelotti has won a record-breaking 5 UEFA Champions Leagues now. Jude Bellingham wears number 5, just like Zidane did. And he assisted Vinny Jr.'s goal, which again, watch it. That should not be happening in a Champions League final. Shocking. Now, 5 is the 3rd prime number. Okay, like 53. And Queen Elizabeth was coronated in 53. Madrid just stayed on 3 all-time major European Cup final losses. This was the 3rd UEFA Champions League final to take place at the rebuilt Wembley Stadium. Remember the original, guys, which used to have the Twin Towers? All right. How about Queen Elizabeth II dying 911 days after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic? Now, this was Dortmund's third UEFA Champions League final. Kansas City Chiefs, they won Super Bowl 58 with 3 seconds left in the game, and Mahomes won his third Super Bowl MVP. He threw the winning touchdown to number 12. Okay, Dortmund are now 1-2 in Champions League finals, and 1 + 2, yep, it equals 3. It's all connected to World War III, which will be announced very soon. Now, the 2024 Champions League final took place on 6/1. 61 is the 18th prime. And Carvajal and Vinny Jr. scored Madrid's goals, right? Carvajal was born on 1/11, Vinny Jr. on July the 12th. There's 6 months and 1 day between their birthdays. 61 is the 18th prime. Real Madrid, guys, they ended their group campaign in this year's Champions League with 18 points. They won 6 out of 6. 18 points. And they just played in their 18th all-time major European Cup final. Now, the final, guys, was played on 51 date numerology pure. 6 + 1 + 20 + 24 equals 51. The 2023-24 Champions League final took place 233 days before the first day in office for the 47th US president. 233 is the 51st prime number. Now, Carlo Ancelotti is now 5-1 all-time in Champions League finals, and he got this record exactly 51 weeks after his birthday. Exactly 51 weeks, guys, after Pep Guardiola and Man City won the treble. Man City lost the FA Cup final this year, exactly 51 weeks after they beat Man United last year in the FA Cup final, and Man City ended this year's FA Cup campaign with 5 wins and 1 loss, like 51. What about Messi, who scored 13 goals in 26 World Cup games, and 1,326 is the 51st triangular number? All right, what are the chances of this, guys? That Ancelotti is now 5-1 all time in Champions League finals, exactly 51 weeks after his birthday. Tell me this is not black magic. Tell me these numbers don't mean anything, guys. Now, the Illuminati were founded on 5-1 in Germany. Okay, Dortmund finished 5th in the Bundesliga, and Real Madrid finished 1st in La Liga. And Ancelotti became 5-1 in Champions League finals 51 days before their number 15, Federico Santiago Valverde's birthday. Okay? Just all coded. Now, Jude Bellingham made his name in Germany for Dortmund, and Bellingham was born exactly 666 days after England beat Germany 5-1 in Bavaria, 10 days before 9/11. And number 10, Michael Owen scored a hat-trick. This game was played on the anniversary of World War II beginning. Okay? Michael Owen was playing for Liverpool at the time, scored a hat-trick. Gerrard scored. Heskey scored. They were playing for Liverpool. All right? This game was played in 2001, the year of 9/11. 2001 is the year that Jurgen Klopp retired as a footballer. It was also the year that Liverpool won 5 trophies. It's all coded, guys. Michael Owen, of course, played for Real Madrid. He played for Real Madrid, guys. Now, I'll show you here. That game was 9-1 2001. Bellingham was born 6/29 2003. Exactly 666 days after England beat Germany 5-1. And I showed you Ancelotti is now 5-1 in Champions League finals. Exactly 51 weeks after his birthday. And he did it on 51 date numerology pure. Can't dismiss this, guys. At all. At all. Now, 666 days is 1 year and 43 weeks. 143. Real Madrid came into this Champions League final 14-3 in major European Cup finals. And this year, guys, was the 143rd edition of the FA Cup. And the Red Devils won 666, the number of the beast. Number 8, Bruno Fernandes lifted the trophy. Okay? Well, check out these 8s in a moment, guys. Kobe Bryant, he was born on 8/23, the 143rd prime. Remember, the 2020 Champions League final between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain was played on Kobe Bryant's 42nd birthday. Now, Kobe began his NBA career wearing number 8, and this was the 8th final to be held in London. And it was number 8, Toni Kroos' final game as a Real Madrid player, and he assisted the opening goal in a game where Ancelotti got his 8th all-time win versus Dortmund, because he used to coach for Bayern Munich in Germany, did Ancelotti, who doesn't seem to do any coaching. He just chews on gum, picks up the trophy at the end, smokes a cigar, and gets called a god. Just black magic. All right? Just black magic. Remember when he was the Everton coach? And then he left for Real Madrid and then beats Liverpool in the Champions League final shortly afterwards? That's convenient, isn't it? Now, Real Madrid's captain is Nacho. He just won his 6th Champions League. All right? Toni Kroos has won 6. Modric has won 6. And so has Carvajal. It's just incredible. All right? But Nacho was born exactly 19 years after Pep Guardiola. Obviously, Guardiola made his name with Barcelona, Real Madrid's biggest rivals. And 19 is the 8th prime number. And I remember the media had to acknowledge that Nacho dominated £51 million signing Erling Haaland during Madrid's 2023-24 UEFA Champions League quarter-final versus Man City. And Man City signed Haaland from Dortmund for 51 million. 51. It's not a lot in this modern day world, is it, for a player like Haaland? Although I don't rate him as a footballer, he scores so many goals. Although he doesn't do much in big games. If Donald Trump becomes the 47th US president, his first day in office will be exactly 8 years after his first day in office as the 45th US president. It's very interesting. The 8, guys, is also a snake in itself. Check out my video where I coded Lionel Messi to win his 8th Ballon d'Or. Just look at the 2022 FIFA World Cup logo. It was basically an 8. It was the infinity symbol. Remember in the 2023 FA Cup final, Gundogan scored 2 goals. Number 8. Number 8. Now, Ancelotti just picked up his 146th Champions League point with Madrid. And Donald Trump was born on 14/6. And Euro 2024 begins in Germany on Trump's 14/6 birthday. It's going to be Germany versus Scotland. So Trump's father, Frederick Christ Trump, he has German heritage. And Trump's mother, Mary Trump, she had Scottish heritage. And the opening game of Euro 2024 is on Trump's birthday. It's going to be Germany versus Scotland. What? It's just remarkable, guys. It really is. So, Real Madrid, they ended this season, right, with 2 losses in all competitions, 11 draws and 42 wins. Super Bowl 58 was played on 2/11 on the 42nd day of the year, where the Chiefs became 4-2 all time in Super Bowls. Notice Madrid are 10-3 in this year's Champions League. We know the Chiefs won the 103rd season of the NFL, but they were down 10-3 at halftime in Super Bowl 58 in the game against the 49ers. What about Tom Brady, who lost 10-3 in his first ever NFL game the year of 9/11, and he retired during the 103rd NFL season, won his last ever Super Bowl against the Chiefs on 2-7. I'll get to the 27s later. Now, Ancelotti, he stayed on 42 all-time Champions League losses. Vinny Jr. made it 2-0 a span of 42 days before his birthday. His birthday, by the way, is the 12th of July, 12/7, and buildings 1, 2, and 7 of the World Trade Center came down on 9/11, which Donald Trump said he witnessed firsthand. All right? And Vinny's goal basically ensured Madrid were going to win their 15th major European Cup. War equals 42 and 15 in gematria. Now, Real Madrid's captain is number 6, Nacho. Okay? He was born on the 18th of January, 1801. Same birthday as Guardiola. He was born, by the way, the year that Germany beat Argentina and Maradona to win the World Cup, which was Italia 90. What a World Cup that was. But look at this, guys. Nacho born 18-1. 181's the 42nd prime, which is the 6th star. He wears number 6. And Ancelotti just coached in his 6th Champions League final. And Madrid got their 42nd win in all competitions this season. And Ancelotti stayed on 42 all-time losses in the Champions League. Tell me it's not coded. Ex-Dortmund coach Jurgen Klopp, who lost his most recent Champions League final to Real Madrid, which was in 2022, 20 plus 22 equals 42. It's why the 2022 FIFA World Cup final was decided by a shootout, which finished 4-2. Well, Klopp announced that he would be leaving Liverpool on 1/26/2024, 18 weeks and 1 day before Madrid beat Dortmund to win the 2023-24 Champions League final. Klopp was Dortmund's coach when they lost at Wembley Stadium. Now, it all makes sense to me now why Real Madrid's first Champions League game of the 2023-24 Champions League was a 1-0 victory versus Union Berlin. All right, where Englishman Jude Bellingham scored at the death. All right, he just won the Champions League, by the way, exactly 4 weeks before his birthday. I keep talking about the 4 horsemen. Remember, we recently just had the white horse, okay, in which was on the rampage around London. It had blood on it. So Bellingham gets the winner for Madrid against Union Berlin in match day 1 of 6. Scores at the death. And I've told you, the book of Jude is the second to last book of the Bible. It's the book before Revelation. Jude Bellingham connects to Revelation, hence the fact he was born 666 days after England beat Germany 5-1. And I believe we are living out Revelation. I believe that's the reason why Jude Bellingham is one of the best players in the world and why he has a brother called Job. And there's also the book of Job in the Bible, which is how Satan tried to destroy him for his faith in Christ. Now, they played Berlin, which connects to war. The Battle of Berlin was fought between German and Soviet forces throughout April and May 1945. It resulted in the death of Hitler and the complete destruction of the Nazi regime. And the German team just lost today to Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid, they ended this season with 137 points in all competitions. And they got their 33rd Champions League point of the season. Now check this out. So 137 points in all competitions, 33 points in the Champions League. 137 is the 33rd prime number. Come on, guys. Come on. Remember the recent World Cup final finished 3-3 after extra time? Argentina have now won 3 World Cup finals and lost 3 World Cup finals. Hitler became the Chancellor of Germany in 33. All right. Now, Real Madrid, they just won the 2023-24 Champions League final in England exactly 33 weeks before their captain Nacho's birthday. Okay, they won it on June the 1st, 2024. Nacho's upcoming birthday, January the 18th, 2025. They just won it, guys, exactly 33 weeks before Nacho's birthday, their captain. Who, by the way, was born on the 18th day of the year. This was Real Madrid's 18th major European Cup final. And it was on 6-1, the 18th prime. Guys, this is 4 years in the making, this video. It really is. In gematria, England equals 33. Now, Dortmund ended the 2023-24 Champions League season with 3 draws and 3 losses. Real Madrid beat defending champions Manchester City in a shootout in the quarter-final. After tying 3-3 in the first leg, they drew 1-1 in the second leg to take the game to a shootout. And the winning penalty was scored by German Antonio Rudiger, who was born on 3-3, and he stepped up to score the winning penalty whilst the shootout was 3-3. All right, here's the 3-3, which took place on April the 9th. Guys, which was the death anniversary of Prince Philip. We know Man City won the Champions League in 2023 on Prince Philip's birthday. All right. And Rudiger stepped up, scored the winning penalty against Man City, reigning champions, and born on 3-3 in Berlin. In Berlin, guys. Who was Madrid's first game in the Champions League this season? Berlin. I've told you Rudiger's not very good. It's just his numbers. He played for Chelsea when they won the Champions League final against Man City, when Kai Havertz scored the winning goal after 42 minutes. All right. Number 29, Havertz. The game ended 1-0. 29, the 10th prime number. Chelsea was sponsored by 3, a company founded 3303. And that was their third Champions League final. Now, the first European Cup match took place on the 4th of September, 1955, and it ended 3-3. It was a draw between Sporting and Partizan. And the anniversary of that game is 3 months and 3 days after Madrid just won the Champions League final. We know that the Champions League final was in London, England, where Freemasonry was founded, and the highest degree is 33 degree. It's founded in London, England in 1717. Another 17 for you. Now, Ancelotti stayed on 8 draws and 9 losses with Madrid in the Champions League. 89 is the 11th Fibonacci number. It's also the 24th prime. And I told you, Nacho's won 6 Champions Leagues, Modric 6, Cruz 6, Carvajal 6. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 24. But 89 is the 11th Fibonacci number. Massive number in this game. All right? Because Dortmund picked up their 11th loss in all competitions this season. The Dortmund coach stayed on 11 Champions League wins in his career. Now, Dortmund ended the 2023-24 UEFA Champions League group campaign, guys, with 11 points. 11 points! The opening goal of the Champions League final this year was scored by Dani Carvajal. Carvajal was born on January the 11th, 1992. He was born on the 11th day of 1992. This Champions League final, guys, was number 11, Royce's final game for Dortmund. And Royce last played in a Champions League final with Dortmund 11 years ago, which was in London, where they lost 2-1 to Bayern Munich. Now, Queen Elizabeth died on a date written 8-9, and a funeral took place 11 days after she died at 11 a.m., 89, the 11th Fibonacci number. World War I ended on 11/11, at 11 a.m. So, Real Madrid, guys, they ended the Champions League campaign with 10 wins and 3 draws. 103 is the 27th prime number. And number 2, Carvajal, and number 7, Vinny Jr. scored Real Madrid's goals, like 27. Vinny Jr. wears number 20 for Brazil and number 7 for Real Madrid, 27. Now, Slavko Vincic, he refereed the Champions League final this year, and Diego Maradona died on his 41st birthday. Ancelotti came into this final 4-1 in Champions League finals. Madrid had 41 wins in all competitions. And he refereed this game exactly 27 weeks after his birthday. He's Slovenian, guys, and look at Luka for Dallas Mavericks, who's dominating this year. It's all about Eastern Europe, guys, which connects to World War I and World War II. That's why Jokic, Luka are dominating. These Eastern Europeans who are not very athletic, just dominating the NBA. It's not right, guys, when you really just break it down. Dortmund won their one and only Champions League in 1997, 27 years before losing the 2023-24 Champions League final. There's 27 books in the New Testament of the Bible. So, after this final, guys, Dortmund, they've scored 19 goals versus Madrid, and Madrid have scored 26 goals against Dortmund, 1926. Queen Elizabeth II was born in 1926, why I predicted the game would finish 2-0. 2-0. In gematria, Queen equals 19 and 26. Now, Carvajal opened the scoring. He was born on the 11th of January, 11-1. He scored the winning goal, and Dortmund lost the 2013 Champions League final at Wembley exactly 11 years and 1 week before. Queen Elizabeth II was born on the 111th day of 1926. 9/11 occurred with 111 days left in the year. Carvajal scored 4 months and 21 days after his birthday, and the Queen was born on 4/21. Carvajal born the 11th of January, 111, and he scores 4 months and 21 days before the Queen's birthday of 4/21, which falls on the 111th day of the year. 4/21 is the 82nd prime, and number 8, Cruz, assisted number 2, Carvajal, for the opening goal. See the 82? Now check this out, guys. 32-year-old Dani Carvajal opened the scoring in the 2023-24 Champions League final, which was the 32nd edition of the Champions League. And he did it exactly 32 weeks before his birthday. He's currently 32, guys. Daniel, I always talk about the book of Daniel in the Bible, okay, which is all prophecy. Also notice that 32 weeks is 224 days, and World War I lasted a span of exactly 224 weeks, and Russia invaded the Ukraine on 224. Can you see all of this? Now you know why Carvajal scored, yeah? Now you know why he scored. There's 32 rays in the Society of Jesus' logo as well, guys. 32 teams participated in this season's Champions League, and Madrid went on to win their 15th major European Cup. Well, check this out, guys. Queen Elizabeth was Queen Regnant of 32 sovereign states over the course of her lifetime, and remained the monarch of 15 realms by the time of her death. Look at the 32 and 15. Add up those numbers, by the way, it's 47. Also notice that 23 plus 24, that gets you 47. Now, Italy won Euro 2020. They beat England in the final. They beat them 3-2 in a shootout. Italy in gematria equals 32. Just all coded, guys. The first game of that Euros was played in Rome, where the Vatican is. Pope Francis, the first openly Jesuit Pope, their logo has 32 rays. Argentina's flag has 32 rays as well. They just won the World Cup. That World Cup had 32 teams playing it. Now, Real Madrid won their 9th Champions League to become 15-3 in major European Cup finals. 1 + 5 + 3 = 9. Alright? There was 9 minutes between Real Madrid's opening 74th minute goal and their second goal, which was scored after 83 minutes. So 83 minus 74 = 9. Madrid's scorers were number 2 and number 7, and 2 + 7 = 9. Madrid's best player when they last won the Champions League back in 2022 was number 9, Karim Benzema. 9 square root equals 3. Dortmund ended the season with 93 points in all competitions. Just know 9 times 3 = 27 as well. Okay, it's all numbers. Real Madrid are now 9-0 in UEFA Champions League finals. They've yet to lose a Champions League final. Exactly 90 days after Rudiger's 3-3 birthday. 3 times 3 is 9. Now, the artist known as Prince died on Queen Elizabeth's 90th birthday, who was, of course, married to a prince. And Prince Philip has the same birthday as Ancelotti. Dortmund last got to the final in 2013 when Francis became the Pope, and they made it to the 2023-24 Champions League final 20 months and 13 days after the 2023-24 Champions League campaign began. King Charles III was coronated in 2023 on 5/6, exactly 56 weeks before Real Madrid won the 2023-24 UEFA Champions League final. And Vinny Jr. scored 5 weeks and 6 days before his birthday to ensure that the kings of Europe won their 15th major European Cup. Revelation 5:6. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. So it's why I said I thought Vinny Jr. was going to score in the comments and in the stream. Alright? The 2024 US election will take place with 56 days left in the year. 5 plus 6, that's another 11. Our reality is completely coded, guys, and every football fan in the world needs to see this video. So please share. Please start liking my work, purchasing my books. This has taken me about 5 hours to put together. Look at this, guys. The Pitch Invader, which equals 69 in Gematria, was the 69th edition of the European Cup. He's putting up the devil horns. Can you see this? All right, how did he get so close to Vinny? Like, is this just a coded reality? Did Vinny know this was going to happen? I don't know. But how did he get through security? Okay? And he's taking a selfie. I keep saying this generation is all about self. Self-love, self-righteousness, taking selfies. It's the second days of Noah. It's Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? We're about to witness the second coming of Christ, and we all need to repent. And I hope my videos are leading you to the Bible. I really do. These celebrations, they don't look organic. They don't look organic. It's all a show, the greatest show on the earth. All right? The way these celebrities dress, the idol worship. The way they're behaving now, acting all childish. Guys, since 2020, this world's just collapsing. Look at this. This looks like the Nazi salute from this referee. They're all pointing, aren't they? These players and referees. Baphomet worship. So guys, please share this. This is the best video I've ever done. The most undeniable you'll ever see in your life. So please, Real Madrid win in white, guys. The Antichrist rides on a white horse. And then Jesus will eventually return on a white horse and put an end to all sin. And he's going to have fire in his eyes. And he's going to set the world on fire. He's going to set the world on fire. So again, please like and share. Check out my website if you want to learn this knowledge whilst you still can. There's a reason why I'm shadow banned. There's a reason why I got my Patreon taken off me. Okay? It's because of work like this that next to nobody in the world can do. And I hope by me putting all this work into this, showing you images, showing you durations, showing you the number properties, that you realize just how much work I'm putting in to try and lead you away from idolatry and to lead you to Jesus Christ. So thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Real Madrid, maybe they are the kings of Europe, but Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and he's coming for his crown. Take care. Much love. God wins.